Welcome everyone today to our bite-sized APAC labour law updates. In this session, we give you basically an overview of some of the key changes that have happened in labour law across APAC. What we try and do is cover it in about 3 or 4 minutes so that you can get awareness of APAC labour law changes very quickly. If you're interested in any more detail or in understanding all of the changes that have occurred, we basically track all the latest labour law updates across APAC. You can find this on our website for more detail and further analysis. So first off, we'll be starting off in China, where a lot of residents and expats in China are very happy with the clarification and extension of some IIT policies. Angie, do you want to take us through these latest changes?
Sure, thank you, Scott. For China, here are the key updates. The announcement of the extension of preferential tax treatment for equity incentives. The IIT on equity incentives shall be computed separately on the annual accumulated amount. So this tax treatment will be extended until 31st December 2027. Announcement of the extension of preferential tax treatment for expatriates for foreigners considered a China tax resident during the tax year. This IIT policy on foreigners' fringe benefits, as per the list on the right, will be extended for another 4 years to 31st December 2027. Announcement of the extension of preferential tax treatment for one-time annual bonus. China will extend this tax treatment till 31st December 2027. Under this scheme, for any tax resident in China, the IIT on one-time annual bonus can be calculated separately.
Thanks, Angie. So as a lot of people will be aware, these are essentially extensions of a lot of the income tax preferential treatment that has been in place beforehand. Most people might remember end of 2021, there was a lot of uncertainty in terms of whether these were going to be extended or not. They were extended, and the good news this time is that they're being extended for a long time. So they're being extended for 4 years, which gives you a lot more certainty around your payroll and tax treatment as well. Other labour law updates that are really important is that in Malaysia, if you're a middle income tax earner, you've basically had a reduction in your tax. So what the Malaysia government has looked to do here is try and tackle the cost of living crisis that's going on in Malaysia and also the wider part of the world by reducing the income tax rate for middle income earners. Unfortunately, if you're earning above that, you do have an increase in tax rate. So it looks like the government is trying to fund part of that reduction from an increase for higher income earners. Other key points that you need to be aware of is minimum wages. So in the Philippines, there's a couple of changes there where minimum wage is increasing in a couple of regions. Be careful around the timing of these. So one comes into effect from 16th of July and the other comes into effect from September 24. So do make sure that you've updated your payroll and HR labour law calculations based on that as well. Finally, there has been some minimum wage changes in Japan and Taiwan. So I think a lot of people will be aware that Japan has been trying to increase the minimum wage and average earnings of its employees, which have been quite static for a long time. So basically, they've introduced the largest increase in wage records dating back to 1978, and this comes into effect from October 2023. In Taiwan, similarly, they have an increase in their minimum wage. Taiwan generally increases their minimum wage pretty regularly. This one takes effect from 1 January. So obviously important to make sure that your payroll system is calculating the minimum wage accurately and you've done your testing and are ready to go live in 1 January as well. So thank you very much for joining our bite-sized labour law updates. If you've got any other questions, we're happy to talk through your needs and any other labour law updates that are happening across the region. If you do need support in any of the 20 locations that we support in Asia, we'd be delighted to speak with you as well. Otherwise, we look forward to you joining with us next time for our labour law updates. If you have any questions, please reach out to us and we look forward to speaking in due course.